Alright guys, this is just going to be a real quick, hopefully under 5 minute video, probably like 15 minutes because I like to hear myself talk, but a video on number 15. So there was a little bit of discussion on, how do we take down this base and get a 3-star, and I think the one thing that you want to notice is, some of the weaknesses that are on this base. One really obvious weakness are these heroes that are right up here. Very simple to take out. Another weakness that I see is that this is really easy to get at. You can drop, 5 hogs here, max hogs, take this out, and then take this out. To be honest, what I would do is I might even run like a giant and run 4 hogs. So giant soaks up damage from here and here. You drop your 4 hogs here. You could go 1, 2, take that out. Same on this side. And you could really just cripple this base in regards to an air attack real simply, and just throw a bunch of air stuff in from behind. Then again, I mean, if you take out these, really, what is there from behind? Maybe an archer tower or two, maybe hidden Teslas here, would be my guess. Or I don't know if they'd be right here. This might be like a big bomb or something. So just some things to think about. If we're going just safest route, because even in my attack on 6 that I'm planning for this war, there's some stuff where I might be able to run some hogs in, but I mean, it just takes one bad thing and then you've thrown away like a heal spell to make sure they get the damage done. Or, you've thrown away 30, 35, 40 space, and you haven't gotten your main objective, which puts you really behind an attack. So if we just want to play this attack simply, this is what I would do. Because these are so close. I mean, these are border. This is like layer 1.5. Like, you literally would drop a hound down. Layer.s. Okay. Layer 1.5. So you drop your hound down, he'd just be like, YOLO! And then you drop loon here, 2 times loon here, 2 times loon here. And then like a rage spell right here. And you have these converge here, go there, these converge there, go there. Same over here. Hound here, 2 loon. He kind of goes, YOLO! And then, because you want this path to go there, this path to go there, rage spell right here, and boom bam. With only 8 loons, you've taken out all of their defenses below this line. So that's 8 loons, that's 40 plus 60, that's 100 with 100 cost. You've probably got at the end of this, I bet you these hounds have about 1/3 of their life left, so they're going to be able to tank a little bit still. And you've still got all 8 loons. And the other thing about those loons is that they're split up. They might reconverge on this wizard tower on each side, but even then, the loons that are like right here should come here and then come here. And these loons should come here into here. What I would do, because of my last attack, which I need to make that video still, but you might even want to drop, like, once you dropped this side, so this side is starting to do its thing, you've dropped this side, I might even drop like 2 loons here. And I know it's a long distance away, but if you drop them right here and there's nothing else, it's going to get to the blower. And although the blower, it shouldn't matter, and I didn't think it would in my attack, I mean, if you look at the pathing, like, you really have to consider pathing now with loons. So if you drop these loons here, and then they come here, and then they come here, and then they come here, the next closest is probably the Expo, which is fine because the Expo is going to be dealing a lot of damage. But then it's going to be coming here, and this thing's just going to keep blowing it away, and you're going to it's going to just waste time when you still have to get DPS back here to start cleaning up these garbage buildings. So I might even drop like 2 loons here. So for 110 on a safe strat, 110 troops of your 250 that you have at Town Hall 9, you're pretty much getting this for almost nothing. defensive wise. So what does that mean for the upper section? Well, you still want to get rid of the CC. You don't want those troops in there. So you got to figure out a way to pull the CC. Easiest way to do that, ugh, looks terrible. You know what? Here you go. Take a lightning, because here. Let's count your 4 spells. You want your first spell right here, because you want this dead. Your second rage spell is going to be right here because you want this dead, and it also gets those loons going towards the middle. Start cleaning up these, these defenses a lot quicker. So those are 2 of your spells. Your third spell is going to be a jump spell right here. And your 4th spell is going to be a lightning. And so this is what I would do on this base. Because we're not worried about a pull or anything. What's the range on this Archer Queen versus this? Okay, you see how the range is like right here? I would try to take like a couple of barbarians. And maybe this is what you want. You want the queen to be outside right here. And I have the wrong marker. You want the queen to be over the wall, because then you can drop your king and trade it for the queen. But what you're going to do is you're going to run a go-wee attack with the main portion attack. So you're going to have golem, golem. I mean, these walls are paper. Even if you somehow miss with your wall breakers, it won't even matter, because your golem should be able to, and your other DPS should be able to pop that down real simple. But you want to pull the Archer Queen out first. So you pull the Archer Queen out first. She's gonna take down that golem though. She will put DPS into that golem, which might not be the greatest thing in the world for you. But you also because what's gonna happen is if you get her, let's say you drop a barb right here, right? Barb. You drop a barb right here, and he runs here. This queen is right here. She's outside, and she's shooting at the barb. Maybe you have 1, maybe you have 2, maybe you have 3. What's going to happen if you can keep her outside and you drop your king? So this is your king. Your king will see her. They'll fight in an epic battle. But this archer tower is just going to keep shooting the king because he's the closest target, and he doesn't have the ability like the queen where it'll reset the aggro. And this Archer Queen will just sit there popping your king the entire time. So what I would do to try to keep the king alive as long as possible is I would drop my barbs. I would probably bring like 3 or 4 just to make sure. And as soon as the queen like comes over here and she's like locked on, I would drop a giant right here. Drop your giant, let that take aggro, and then drop your king. Trade the king for the queen. As soon as your king is locked on with the queen, drop your golem behind. Right? Your standard 1 wizard per outside garbage building. I would probably drop 2 witches right back here, get them spawning, and then wall breakers as well. So what you want is you want these golems to come in, go here. This should be dead because this will be targeting the golem. This will come here. This should be dead because it'll be targeting that golem. And then you drop your jump spell right here. When the troops get clumped up, the skeletons should help with the cleanup, and that's why I would take double witch. But your lightning spell should be able to just keep your attack from getting too, slow. But the main objective here is to take down this. If you can take down this with golems, wizards, witches, and your heroes, with a couple barbarians and an extra giant, what did I say down here? 110? 100? I mean, the air blower you probably don't even have to care about. Let's say you have 100 CC troops to take down all of this, right here. This is 100 space. So then you need 150 up here. Well, let's do the math. Let me pick a different color. That'll show up a little bit better. So we got golems times 2 equals 60. Okay. We're going to take 1 giant. Giant times 1 equals 5. Witches times 2 equals 24. Let's say 6 barbarians, just because equals 6, just to keep things round. So out of this right here, let's do wall breakers. Let's say you probably only need 2 wall breakers, right? 2 wall breakers. I did it backwards this time. Okay, so that equals 4. Now the math is all wrong. Let's say 1 archer. Okay. Yay, archer equals 1. So we do the math here, and we add it all up. That's 10. This is 20. So we draw the 0, put the 2 up here, and that's 100, right? So we have 100 for down here. We have 100 here. We've got 50 extra space. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Let's add a couple more loons. Let's add, so five wizards would be 20 space. So I would do, god darn it. I would do 10 wizards equals 40 space, and then I would do 2 extra loons. Okay, so, and again, this will be a quick 5-minute video, and now we're going on the 12th minute here. So again, I think this is about as straightforward and as simple of, kind of a plan or whatever, because the base doesn't have a lot of high defense. I think if all goes according to plan, you're gonna have probably 1 hound left unpopped. You're gonna have a lot of the golemites. You might even have a golem that's left unpopped. You're going to have both witches around. You're going to have at least your archer queen still alive. And you're going to have most, if not all, your loons still alive. And that's just because of 2 things. 1, this base layout is atrocious, in my opinion. And 2, it's not upgraded. And the DPS is just not coming out there. So again, the plan. Drop some barbs here. Get the archer queen out. Okay, once she's out, you can drop all 6 right here because you want her to come out. So maybe drop 2. If she's out, drop the rest of the 4 to buy you some time to drop the giant, get the aggro on the archer tower, and then drop your king. Have the king come in here. And if there's a trap or something and your king goes down, fine, fuck it, whatever. The king, trading the king for the queen is really the most important thing there. Once the queen is on lock, double drop, drop your 2 golems. I would say probably Josh's golem or Crafty's golem over here, because it's going to be taking some damage from that stupid king. 7 wizards on your first drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, kind of clear that outer ring, and then that'll start funneling things towards the middle. Once you've dropped your wizards, drop your witches straight up the top, wall breakers straight down the top, and once the way is open and you can ensure that your queen, all these garbage buildings are down, drop your queen down, go to town. As soon as these 2 anti-airs go down, come in from behind with the rest of the stuff, and you'll be just fine. Please take a look at the video. If you have any comments, post it in GroupMe. I'm sure somebody can give you some extra hints. But that would be, if I were to attack this base, that is the strategy that I would go with and try to make happen. All right, good luck.